Welcome back to Hood Shaka Live. I'm DJ Hood Shaka, and you already know on Hood Shaka Live, I get on and I let you know what's going on in this mind of mine. You understand what I'm saying? Reminding you to go to djhoodshaka.com, you know what I'm saying? Or go to hoodshaka.com. I got some great merch up there, you know what I'm saying? So look, I get on and talk about things that pop into my mind. So what's going on in my mind right now is Ahmad Arbery. You already know this trial is going down right now. And there's a lot of news and everyone's pushing information about this individual out. And it seems as if people are like this. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? Everyone's concerned on what's going to happen. Listen, aren't you tired of feeling like this? It seems as if you can't understand what's going on. Listen, ever since your people have been in the country of the United States, they have been brutalized. They've been beat up. They've been beat to death. They've been murdered. They've been killed. They've been maimed. All the horrible things that you can think of have happened to your people. And it's linked to the criminal justice system that thrive right now. I will never understand the dependence upon a system that has systematically worked to ensure that you were enslaved, that you were deprived, that you were tortured, that you were harmed, that you were hurt. I will never understand this dependence. I once heard a man say that if a man has his foot on your neck, it is your responsibility to remove that foot by any means necessary. So once I heard that, as a young man, I put in my mind the type of individual I was willing to be and the type of level I was consistently willing to take things to. You're like, what in the world? I'm getting there. I promise. So listen, you need to look yourself in the face by staring in a mirror. And you need to make a determination on who you're going to be. Now, once you make this determination on who you're going to be, you need to be what you say you're going to be. You understand what I'm saying? So you either going to go through this life and you're going to navigate as a lion or you're going to navigate as a sheep. But understand that if you become a lion, it's consequences and repercussions. Now, some of those consequences may be imprisonment. Some of those consequences may be death, hospitalization. But you need to ask yourself, what are you willing to be? I'm so tired of seeing all this clowning. I'm so tired of people not being serious about nothing. You get murdered in the streets over and over, and you're not willing to do nothing. I would never understand, when, like I said in another video, when I was younger, the anger in me, the aggression in me would never allow me to tuck my chain. You understand me? I would never. You have to blow my brains out before I tuck my chain in. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of ravenous, intense mentality that you have to have. Look, man, we in the wild, wild west. We are in a jungle right now. It's like a jungle. And I'm telling you, man, you got to be ferocious out here. Everybody is bullying you and you gonna let them bully you? Nah, man, you gotta do more. I'm telling you, do more, be more, go more. You gotta grow. You understand what I'm saying? I'm so tired right now of people just going along with everything that's happened. Stop depending on a system that's established against you. This system is established against you. It discriminates against you, and it will never deliver you justice. And as long as you keep believing in a system that consistently brutalizes you and harms you, guess what? It will keep doing the same thing. This is what I learned when I was younger. Listen, they only respect you when you show them the gun. They only respect you when you show them the gun. People don't respect talking, they respect action. And if you don't have no action about you and you're not willing to take it to the level that it need to be taken, then you need to stay silent. The only thing you're going to always do is have your hands up. Now, you don't need to have your hands up. What you need to do is you need to think defensively. What is the best position that I need to be in? What is the most advantageous position I need to be in right now so that I can prevent this from happening and that from happening? Because I know that if my son is ever in a situation where somebody brutalizes him, harms him, my family member, etc., I'm not going to just be waiting. Oh, what did they do? Did they say these people are guilty? Did they? No. What level are you willing to take it to? Listen, the reason why law enforcement and this social system can do the things that they do is because you're never willing to take it to any level. Guess what? As soon as you pose what they consider, and when I say they, I'm saying law enforcement, what they consider a minor threat, guess what they do? They don't shoot to injure you. They don't shoot at your knee. They don't shoot at your ankle. They shoot center mass. They try to kill you immediately, right? And then guess what? They say, hey, man, oh, I thought he had a gun on him. Even if the person didn't have a gun, they say, hey, I thought that he had a gun. So guess what? They minimize you by eliminating what is a potential threat. Do you understand what I'm saying? They will kill a potential threat, not a confirmed threat. They thought you had a gun, so then they kill you. You don't remember did you not just see Tamir Rice? The guy, a 12-year-old boy in a Walmart playing with a toy gun in the toy section and got shot and murdered within 30 seconds of the police being on the scene? You keep depending on a system that cares nothing about you. You keep waiting. Oh, they're going to do right by us. They're going to do right. What? Look, why don't you do this? Why don't you create a plan of action? Why don't you start your own military? Why don't you start exercising? Get yourself together. Why don't you, purchase some firearms, purchase ammunition, start your own militia? Why don't you do that? You know what? This is what I noticed. When these people last year or the year before that, whatever the year was, when they stormed the Capitol and beat that policeman to death, what happened? They had their own militias out there. I'm telling you, they was tactically trained, they were organized, and they was moving with a sense of purpose. And they didn't care nothing about you. They only cared about whatever they wanted to do. And they did whatever they wanted to do. You got what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying, hey, go out and have a militia and then go do wrong to people. No, I am telling you, why don't you study the Black Panther Party? They had their own paramilitary. They put themselves in a position where they were the muscle. They had their situation together. And then guess what? The government lied to you and made you think that they were something bad. And then the government dismantled them and you were okay with it. And then you're okay with depending on a system that has never done you anything good. Man, you need to study the Black Panther Party, get it together in your mind, and then you need to create a plan of action of working together. But as long as you clowning around and every time you see somebody advancing, you want to say something negative to them, you will never advance and you will always be in the position that you're in and you will always be victimized and people will always punch you in the face, shoot you dead, and you ain't going to do nothing. Why? Because you have something called fear inside of your mind. It's in your mind. And you need to get that fear out your mind, and you need to start moving strategically and organized. And you need to start collaborating with people who are trying to move in a better direction and who won't allow people to just do anything to their people, to their community, to their children. People murder your children and you do nothing but depend on the system that murdered your children. That makes no sense to me. Look, man, so when I see this Ahmad Arbery trial, I just shake my head like, wow. Like, you still depending on a system that is completely against you to deliver justice to you. There are people, you keep seeing them, been in prison for 50 years over the smallest crimes, not like violent gun crimes. In prison 50 years. In prison 32 years, wrongly accused, framed. Look, you're talking or you're listening to someone who was accused of multiple crimes, incarcerated for multiple crimes that he did not commit. I didn't even get incarcerated for crimes that I did commit. And they wasn't as heinous as the one that I got caught for and then got convicted for. It's like, what? I didn't do that on no level. This happens over and over. People are victims of this social system, and you continue to believe in this system. As long as you continue to believe in this system, all of these horrible events will consistently happen. Because if no consequences and repercussions occur when someone does something that violates the rules of accepted society, then guess what? That is just perpetuated over and over. I know you're like, what is he talking about? Man, stay focused, stay safe, support the hood. Shock. Ugh.